I'm on. Are we on? Are we live? Yes, yes. Hi, everyone. If you notice, we are missing a Kyle right now.
And
He will be here
we're missing
shortly.
and
Well, we're missing a Jake, but I mean, he probably is Kid Acro or something. He'll probably be here too. I don't know. Riley or Ernie, is our fourth coming in at some point?
I would hope so.
Okay. Well, as far as we know, he's coming in. So, hi, everyone. Welcome to, hang on. Let me beat that. I put YouTube on so I can read if anybody says anything. Hi, everybody. Welcome to CRED, our Thursday night campaign where D&D and Call of Cthulhu get married and on Murder Hobo Inc. So let's see if I can remember how to do this because, of course, we don't start the way we did. We don't follow us on that other thing anymore. So it's follow us on Twitter. Check our YouTube archives right here. Where it has all the previous episodes of this campaign and all the other campaigns and the first campaign and all our one shots and between the rolls. Let's see. Follow us on Twitch. Follow us on Twitter. I'm sorry, I have to do this like this. Good. Check out our merchandise. We've got a store on Threadless. I don't know all the tiny URLs and such. We have an audio podcast. We have a Discord. And I'm trying to think of that. I think that's all we have. We also have a couple of sponsors. First of all, we have Pirate Dog Dice, makers of fine handcrafted dice. I have a set that I had for my character Taryn, and she was the only character they ever rolled well for, but they rolled pretty well. And I'm gonna get a set eventually. They're a little backed up. They've had some life. Thank you. Okay, yeah, tinyurl. Sorry, go back. tinyurl.com. RPG Swag is our store, and then tinyurl.com/Murder Inc. Discord is our Discord, and then there's one for Podbean too. All right, but back to Pirate Dog Dice. I said I do have some awesome dice here that they made. It doesn't shake. Oh, yeah, there it goes. There we go. I said they only rolled well for her, and I'm getting a set for Anja to hopefully change my luck on this show. But check them out. They're on Twitter at Pirate Dog Dice. And then our other sponsor is Oddfish Games, maker of the Shine system and how to RPG with your cat. And of course, 5 zillion cents. Actually, do you remember how many cents it was, Mr. Knight? You were on their website.
I am actually going to their site right
You're going to
now.
the site right now? He's going to talk about
The Adventure Sense is great. I love it. Oh god.
They smell good.
It looks like there's 60 cents.
Oh, and most of them are all fabulous, except for maybe that Putrid Sewers one.
What?
Yeah,
I think I mentioned a couple of these last time. Like there's City Streets, Coffee Shop, Engine Room.
Oh, that smells good. That sounds good.
Fairgrounds. That's got to be an interesting one. Fishing docks.
60.
There we go.
Wow, yeah. Fishing docks may be an interesting smell. I mean, fish.
Field of Battle.
I wonder what that smells like. Maybe we should
Fertile farmland. That should probably just smell like cow poo.
You know what, Mr. Knight? We should get a bunch of scents and just smell them. To be honest, we should. On here.
Horse stable will smell like horse poo, probably.
Manure. So, but if you want to add a little authenticity to your games, at least in the smell vision, and even if your game stinks, your room doesn't have to, get some adventure scents from Oddfish Games. They also have another Kickstarter coming out too, where if you want to write games gooder than Frank, and you know, that's not a high bar.
So this is kind of a pimp for new settings. If you're gonna do Spelljammer, you might want to get new spaceship smell.
Ooh, that wouldn't be better for Starfinder?
It would be great for Starfinder. You're actually right. I'm just thinking D&D. I got D&D on the mind.
Unless it's space, sailing ships like those ships are. Spelljammer ships are actually ships.
Okay, I didn't notice this one last time because it has like a sword for the symbol, but oh dear. Ottoman harem.
Oh, that probably smells good though. All right.
Possible.
All right. Anyways. I know we are trying to fill time, said till our illustrious GM gets here. He has had something that's held him up. We knew about this. We didn't plan anything, but we knew about this. I think we're gonna go around the room though.
You know what though? We should
What?
have Kyle, because he's so late, buy each of us volcanic jungle.
That would be the cool. Yes, absolutely. You know, we should just. Yeah, we should. Yeah, he should. He should.
I
For
want
sure.
ancient library.
You want ancient library?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that Riley would want ancient library.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
I don't know what my scent would be. I'd have to actually go look at them.
Battlefield.
No, I'd pick a Terran
Warm
scent.
bakery.
Hers could be the welcoming tavern that I actually have.
Oh, the
here.
welcoming inn, yeah.
I have welcoming. Yeah, I actually have that scent here. All right, but anyways, let's go around and introduce ourselves. We could introduce Kyle too. We could just say all sorts of things about him. He's not here to defend himself. I kid.
That's true.
All right, so let's start with. Hey, you know, I'll start with Ernie. No, what do you mean no? You don't want to introduce? Come on, get on here and introduce yourself.
All right.
Because you're awesome.
So my name's Ernest, and I'm playing Riley, the kooky warlock. Riley is trying to keep his little warlock clan, or the archivists, together, his little book club together, and I guess we're gonna liberate a village of Farzine here soon. I think we have to do that before the new moon.
I don't think we're liberating as much as we're going in to cause some shit and to get some tools is what we can try to recap it. That, although it did make me actually remember something that happened last time. No, Mr. Knight.
Hello, I am Mr. Knight, or I am playing Mr. Knight.
Who are you really?
The wonderful cat companion that really just leads everybody because he is far superior to humans and all the other races. And to be honest, doesn't matter what it is. Cats are the best. Cats are always the best.
He's from the Dreamlands.
Apparently, Ernie has our private messages going up on his screen.
Wait, what?
Yes, I just saw it on the YouTube.
How is that working?
I don't know. That's
wow! Everybody can finally see what the hell he's been writing the GM. Maybe we should all just watch. Do you do? What else do you? You're all excited about the announcement of Dragonlance coming out.
Oh, we're gonna pimp some outside stuff. Okay,
sure.
Yes.
We have.
So yes, personally, I am like a super nerd for Dragonlance. I spent most of my youth during high school reading all of the Dragonlance books. I mean, so many of them. But yes, I'm a huge fan of Kender and gnomes and tinker gnomes per se, and just the general feel of Dragonlance. There's something nice about it. You get a much better dose of dragons than almost every other setting.
I was gonna say, how excited are you that now Kender's gonna be a real
an official race? Oh, very much.
Race. You can now.
It was interesting too because they came out with a couple play tests, and the first one they kind of came out with like officially, not very Kender-ish. It had plenty of aspects to it, but then they recently came out with another version, another test version, much more Kender-ish.
I can't wait. I can't wait till you run this.
Oh yeah.
All right, so there's that. So yeah, lots of D&D news.
Yeah, today. Riley did it again.
What?
Only on your end.
Wow. We're all gonna watch, so now.
No, I mean I'm pretty sure it's popping up on Frank's machine.
Oh,
and it just happens to be that I'm down on the bottom.
Yep.
Frank,
could be right. It's all Frank's fault. Blame Frank.
Don't touch it at all, so that way we can see all the private messages that he's doing to screw us over that he's sending to Kyle. So
be funny.
I don't know. Are you going to make me recap last time? Because honestly, I don't. It's been 2
Yes.
weeks. I don't do great. I'm kidding. If you can't remember, I remember that when we were all in town and we'd just been given this mission to go into town. Actually, we're not in town. We're outside of town in the refugee camp. We brought back the spoils of war. There was somebody else's war. We just brought back the spoils that hopefully we're going to use to defend. We got a boat.
Doesn't work yet, but we got a boat.
It quasi works because we did sail it around the island with all the stuff on it, the war machines and things that we hopefully are going to use to kick these assholes out that want to bring old ones. There's like multiples here that I think people are trying to call into the world. I believe Getnathoa. See, I'll say it right. It's Getnathoa, although in this thing it's Fetnathoa. I believe that's the one that's the main one that's trying to be called in, but I believe also the deep ones kind of want because
we all know what's really going to happen.
What?
Riley's god is going to be the one that actually wins in the end. It's going to get summoned, and they're just going to it's just going to glob all over everything.
Because Riley's going to summon it.
Like you're just going to see it's just going to pan out in the world, and you're just going to see it go.
One can only hope.
We can
sucking away all the knowledge of it.
I like this. Let's raise an undead army. This is the chat. Let's raise an undead army and unleash some enterprise quick before. How many can you summon?
There have been some conversations behind the scenes that I've had with Kyle on this topic. There have been some things I've been asking.
How many can you summon? Is it enough for an army? Because then we can just go screw up the plans.
Technically, it's an unlimited amount, but I'm limited to how many I can actually bring up each day.
Well, we could just say that, a year has passed. You can bring up.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna all be dead after a year.
Damn, that's unfortunate. We stopped time for everybody else.
Well, maybe you all will be. Mr. Knight will just go to the Dreamlands and say whatever.
So let's see. So if I recall, we got back to town. We brought back war machines and the pot that has, so maybe the food issue will not be an issue, or it'll just poison everybody and everyone will die anyways.
As Kyle has mentioned numerous times to us at the beginning of the game, magic food messes with people.
Apparently not this though. I
call shenanigans.
I know, but it's an artifact level pot. So
it
maybe
should cause
that's
artifact
why.
level issues.
Let's see what else happened. So we get back to town and find out that one of Riley's little cult members, because let's face it, the book club is a cult.
Yes.
To his god, which I never remember the name of. One of them had traded for power and basically turned himself into one of the molds like we fought early.
No. You're skipping over the bit. You're skipping over the bit.
Which bit?
The guy was found with his hands in the cookie jar.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what cookie jar. See, I told you I don't remember shit. What cookie?
I think Riley gets the innuendo there. Cookie jar
in someone's brain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was picked right. He was found. I'm like, see, this is why I need you guys around to remind me what the hell happened. So he was found.
Ublasatha.
That
has shown up now for everyone to see.
So basically, he was found with a girl's brain, feeling around a girl's brains. That was like, so they tied him up outside of town, and we went to talk to him, and I just got bored with it and decided to step too close. Sure, that sounds good. And he turned into one of the oozes that has a weird thing. It's an ooze with shape like a person. But he could basically take his hand off to unbind himself. It was kind of gross. And then went to strangle Anja because apparently that's what every one of those fucking things are going to do to me is try to strangle me. However, I made my save, so fuck you. I did not take any more dread. other than I think the initial point.
Because you got touched.
I got touched. So then we cut him down, really. I don't think there was anything horribly notable about that fight. Nobody really got too damaged, and
no, it's not a particularly insanely hard creature to defeat. It's just really scary if you don't have the right stuff.
He was rambling a bunch of shit, though.
Well, of course.
I think I was, let's see, if I was the book with the broken binding, Riley, what the hell were you? You were, I don't remember if he actually came up with a name. You were the magic cat. I don't remember. I think Riley just had been shirking apparently his responsibility, because apparently said you hadn't gotten all the knowledge back to Ubasatha yet, so you're shirking.
Oh man!
But on the other hand, it was really kind of strange because his powers don't seem to have taken a hit. Even supposedly the master is mad at him, but yet the master is still giving him powers, and his tablet still works and things.
Sorry, I just found something.
What?
The alt cover for the upcoming Dragonlance book.
Oh yes,
it's gonna have Lord Soth's face on the cover for the alt cover.
This is why we needed 20 minutes to do this.
Man, I'm gonna have like
a bunch of
3 of these books. I'm gonna get like 3 of these books, I swear to God.
Let's see. So yeah, something happened in I have a journal here where I actually have been keeping Anja's notes. His name was Vet, I guess. And he's found poking around in Fortune Girl's brain. I was the broken book, and you were the magic cat. And I don't think Riley had a name.
Oh no. Riley rated a name. Unfortunately, our halfling friend didn't rate a name.
I know that someone is sleeping. Someone that I am being sought after to wake up. Yeah, I already know that, I think. Let's see. That was the whole thing. Actually, there isn't a lot more notes after that. I think fighting always takes time.
No, we pretty much after that went and chatted with a couple of the folks in the camp and have been assigned fetch quests.
Right, yeah. Well, we actually got the fetch quest the previous episode, believe it or not. I think we got a bit of both. Yeah, players take notes. It's really important for you. It does help.
I can barely see.
I mean, the reality is it also can be distracting, which is why Riley doesn't take as many notes as he used to, because it actually sometimes can take away from the game, but take the important things down. I'm doing it as a journal, so it's all from Anja's point of view. And if I'm not involved in it, I'm not taking notes. We basically, after that, we rested. We did things. I tried to friggin' settle myself, and that failed. But no, actually it didn't fail. It initially failed, and then he gave me another shot at it or something like that, and I was able to remove a few points of dread, which is good because we're going into town. There's probably going to be a lot of blood, and there may be touching. So I want to see how many insanities I pick up when we go back in town. Do you remember what you did, Mr. Knight? You went and had a conversation in the Dreamlands.
I did.
What do you remember what that was?
I had a conversation with another cat. I was given milk. It was most satisfying.
Yep.
I got information from what the cats have found out in town. As for what that information is, I'm trying to remember exactly. I just remember all the funny bits.
Right down.
I think one of the questions was like how to best get into the town, and we learned that there's some tunnels that still could be used. That they just have the corpses lying around the town itself, the jerky corpses. And that they've kind of caught on to the cats, and a number of the cats have lost some lives. That's fine. They're fine. Everybody's fine.
Everybody's fine. Oh, let's see. We got a note from David. It tied up an ooze and it couldn't break free from. It became an ooze and it broke free, David. It said you tied up an ooze and couldn't break free from being tied up. The town tied it up before we got there. I got too close.
Yeah, it wasn't an ooze when it got tied up.
Yeah, it wasn't ooze when it started. It
No,
was
no,
an
no.
ooze.
It was an ooze after it was tied up, and that's how it got free because it oozed out.
It like separated his hand. It was all sorts of gross. It's a Kyle. Kyle's coming in. All right, we need to wrap the. Wait, Riley, what was it you did? What was it you did in during your time off? I'll let you talk about it. Or do you remember what you did 2 weeks ago when you had time off?
I have no idea what I did when I had my time off.
I don't think I took notes.
We're really we're players that really pay attention heavily. By the way,
Yeah, I expect
quite
Kyle
true.
to put in all the effort.
Kyle is usually fantastic at these, recaps. We suck at them.
If only he was
Remember-
here.
Yeah, if only he was here. Imagine that. I think he is here. Actually, yeah, I see him. Maybe now, sadly, we probably now will no longer see the chat, the private chat.
I'm just waiting for someone to tell me that I'm here.
You're
you
here.
are here.
Okay, hey everybody, welcome to CRED.
We've already done the
We
recap.
already did
Oh,
the intro.
we've already done all
recapped it. You can just start
We've
running.
done we've done
Jump
the
straight to
spiel.
the action, Kyle.
Because it's 8:23.
You don't get the chit chat now.
Dang it. Mr. Knight was doing drugs. Anja was
What?
digging up sarcophagi. Riley had to convince his cult that they should continue being, the book club, that they
Yeah,
should
right.
still be in the book club because a couple of them were weirded out by the whole
That's what you
digging
did.
through the brain thing.
I called it the hands in the cookie jar.
Hands. Yes, he did. He said he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
That is, yes, that is accurate to 100% a T here. So, did all those things. You guys are now descending once again into the tunnels. Take it back into Farzine. Do you guys recall what the purpose was?
We were to get
We're
some
doing fetch
items,
quests.
like the blacksmith tools for what's her face, or the potion making tools for the other dude.
Shipwrights tools to
Shipwrights.
fix the boat. I do remember, yeah, it was the blacksmith, there was the shipwright. I forgot about the alchemist.
I don't recall
And-
the alchemist, but
Yeah,
That
Oh,
sounds
now there's the alchemist, Kyle.
now
That
there's
was-
an alchemist.
Now there's an alchemist. By the way,
The alchemist.
so what else were we supposed to do over there? Just fuck things up?
Essentially grab more stuff if you can. Anything that might be useful that isn't nailed down. If you encounter any refugees who are trying to get out, and if you can get them out, you are going to try and do that.
That's
Well, I'm telling you, you're doing these things, but let's be honest. You decide if you want to do those things.
These all sound like good things and like needed things. So I'm all on board and all in to do these things.
Are you?
Yeah, especially to find more
Until that
refugees.
little child wants you to carry them.
What?
Wrap me in a hug, please.
Then I hand them off. Then I
Fuck
say,
you,
Riley.
kid.
Then I say to him, no, that we put him on the back.
Just straight arm palms right in the face past.
No.
We put him.
Oh God, I
We
hate
put
that
him on the
episode.
back. We put him on the back of Mr. Knight's skeleton piggyback.
I
This
do have
character,
4 skeletons to carry things.
By the
No
way,
one knows are skeletons. Let's be clear here.
That's
because
true.
that
They're
is
all
how it
draped.
freaks them.
They all look like Nazguls.
but by the way, I should have commented one other thing. We're getting new art for these characters, and I saw the new art for Mr. Knight. I don't know if it's been put in the rotation yet. We won't know until Jacob shows up. But the Mr. Knight artwork is fan-friggin-tastic. And he does have the skeleton cat carrier in the artwork. It's so good.
All right. Thanks for reminding me. I need dice for this game.
You do
So-
need dice. Dice stands
oh.
with the D. D or Dawn is our artist. She does awesome work.
Yes, of course. You ever sit down on a bicycle without a seat? I don't recommend it.
No.
Why would you?
Well, if you're in a hurry and you need to get places, just and
Sounds like a
DJ,
bicycle.
when you're older, I'd happily explain.
I am older.
Hey, but you know what? That sounds like a Farzine bicycle right now. It would have no seats.
All right. So you were going back into the city of Farzine. There's
Ugh.
more things you need to know. The scouts have been unsuccessful. The cats are losing some of their lives. So someone needs to go in there, figure out what's going to happen. Conveniently, the same tunnel that you guys have set up this refugee camp, well, you didn't, but the refugees did, goes much deeper and into the island of Farzine. And the druid, Obed Vault, who is also the shipwright, seems to think that this tunnel should lead you guys at least close to Farzine without necessarily having to go through the jungles over top and potentially being seen. So, making your way in, what's the order you guys are thinking of?
Well,
It
probably.
is large enough that you could all hold hands.
I would say.
What is the movie? Wizard of Oz style, and just kind of skip
Rough
down.
to be the wizard. Yeah. No. And I wouldn't do that anyways because I don't want anybody touching me unless Mr. Knight casts calm emotions.
Okay.
So I think the order would be me and Merrick.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We'll have a skeleton walk in front. I will literally just give it the command, walk 10 paces in front of, and I'll point to Anja, or I'll indicate to Anja.
Okay. Well, so a trap finder, basically.
Yeah.
That seems like a good idea.
I've played Bard's Tale, so I know what to do.
I know what to do with a reanimated skeleton.
But how many reanimated skeletons do you have right now?
Was it 4 or 5, Kyle? Because we talked about this. I think it was just 4.
I believe it was 4. But if you want to say 5, I'll give you 5.
No, not yet.
Okay. We're going
4
in
is fine.
today with all your spells intact except for 1/3 level spell.
Yes.
Okay.
1/3 level spell.
Mm.
That is to control the skeletons so they don't just wander around and do crap.
Okay. So we have the skeleton leading the way, kind of lumbering, shambling down the cave surface. It is rocky, and the cave, as it starts to kind of get that smooth look of the lava tubes, still the skeleton kind of clicks and clacks as it goes through, softened, muddled by these sheets wrapping it all up. But it is certainly not stealthy in any sort of fashion. Behind it, 10
Attempt a
paces.
stealth check. I tell it to be a little quieter. Got
Roll
disadvantage because it's where.
100.
So, what type of armor have I been able to fit these guys with?
Breastplates, I believe, is what we
Okay.
decided.
Actually, that I don't think that gives disadvantage. That's right. So that's right. Mine's a giant skeleton, so it's much better statted out.
Oh, Jesus.
But it has much fewer hit points.
I don't know what you're talking about. It has an amazing amount of hit points.
Uh-huh. I'm rooting for that. Maybe just let the skeleton go in and kill everything. I mean, it could do that, right? Because it's that amazing.
You want to try?
No.
Basic skeleton.
What
It has a
color would that be?
+2 from its dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a while since I've looked at breastplate rules.
Breastplate is not disadvantaged, so you're good. Just roll the die.
Okay, I will roll a die. D20 go. Total
Natural
of 3. It rolled a
3.
net 1.
Again, it is a rippling of stone, so it Every once in a while, it bonks its toes, bam, onto the floor. Yeah, it would be quiet since it's all wrapped up in ropes, but that breastplate, ding, is like ringing the dinner bell.
Let's
Smash
hope
the helmet
not.
on something above its head every once in a while. Poing,
Every once in a while.
poing.
Merrick will be next to me,
Mm-hmm.
and then these two will be behind. If that sounds good, unless everybody really wants to just go all out, but I have a feeling we want to be at least 2 and 2.
At least 2 and 2. All right. And are you
And
having
this-
the rest of these skeletons kind of bring up the reserve?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah,
Right?
the rest are. I'll probably be in the back with the skeletons.
okay. So Anja, Merrick, Riley, and
Sure,
Mr.
yeah.
Knight with 2 skeletons flanking, I imagine, and 1 carrying him. Because he can't be bothered with that stuff.
He's a cat. Of course he can't be bothered.
Okay. Anja, and I'm sorry, guys. Normally I would look this stuff up well before
It's fine.
we have our sessions, but your passive perception,
It is 15.
15. All right.
It's not gross level like somebody else's character used to be.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Keyword.
So mine is, or Mr. Knight's is 18, and he has advantage, so the DCs are all dropped by 5.
If it smells funny, if I remember correctly.
Well, it's 18 no matter what, but
Okay.
if it smells funny or smells bad or smells like anything that has a decent odor, it's dropped by 5.
Okay.
15.
Riley, 15 as well?
Yep.
Okay. And honestly, the person I'm thinking who's probably got the highest at the moment. Oh, no, just by 1. Okay. Merrick. Okay. So you got, and I don't care what the skeleton's in. I'm not counting him anyway because you didn't tell him to. Anyway. So you guys start going down the tunnels here.
It's a 9.
What?
Skeletons.
Okay. You start going for a while here. And once you're well past the entry to the cavern, the lit areas, you begin to see bones, scat, some remnants of some abandoned nests from these jungle predators. Heavy black marks of soot mar the roof of the cavern, and you can kind of see as the cave splits off into 2 directions. To the left side, you see this large pool of water. The air smells of salt. Connects to the sea potentially. The other direction continues far off to the left, deeper into the caverns. If you lights, I'm sorry, I gotta ask all the boring questions first before I really get you guys started.
Oh,
Does
do we
anyone
have
holding-
lights?
Mm-hmm.
Does someone actually have Mr. Knight, do you have a light spell?
Light spell.
Why do we even need lights? Don't we all have dark
Actually,
vision?
I think we all have dark. Right,
No,
we all have,
technically, well, no, Merrick does now because he's got the.
that's right.
He's got the
No,
eye
patch.
patch.
we all have dark vision, so we can
So do the
see.
skeletons.
So we can see well enough. I know it's not like looking
Well, unless there's
outside.
something that Kyle has else. But yes, we all have dark vision of some sort.
So yeah, we don't need light.
Okay. So no lights.
Lights help us to identify things because with dark vision, it doesn't really give us a lot of detail.
I mean, I also always have detect magic going.
Okay. No magic. Other than that, it just appears to be two directions in a cave you can go to. The one on the left-hand side looks like it's going to be a dead end. The one on the right looks like it continues a little bit further down. Continuing further down.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll just keep going straight. Unless my sense of direction
nah.
says else. Right. Do you think we're under the town yet?
Hold on. That one path that seemed like it had a dead end. I'm gonna investigate that. Kyle.
Yeah, you go in that area there. As I said, there looks to be roll an investigation.
Alrighty. Let's
At
try it.
disadvantage if you don't use a light source.
Disadvantage if I don't use a light source. Well,
You
I
can't
don't know
see
because my
details
first
without-
roll, I already did it. I don't know if I want to. I kind of want to guarantee that roll. Yeah, you know what? I'll use my light cantrip.
Okay. What'd you get?
25.
25. Oh gosh. Okay. You take a look into this cavern, you turn on the light, and suddenly this gray room with these kind of dark soot marks comes alive with pictographs, ancient scenes painted on the wall, similar to Neanderthal caveman style paintings. Yeah, with that, you look around and actually find that these soot marks are probably less than a year old,
Okay.
and they don't actually originate from this cave. And if you look up into the ceiling of the cave, you can kind of see that there's this loft area that you could potentially climb up and take a look at. The paintings on the wall are absolutely ancient, though. And Frank, as you listen to this, I'm going to switch out my iPad for the computer screen. So I'm going to be adding a new camera in, and if we could switch that, that would be wonderful. But until that happens, yeah, it's these ancient pictographs. And you see an entrance to a potentially new area that has been hidden.
Cool. Yeah, I want to do a quick sketch of the pictographs in my tablet.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure
Can't
I
you
have
just suck
those.
them all off the wall?
You know what, Carol? I'm gonna try it. Let's try
Hoover!
the Xerox
It's like a-
tablet.
Am I surprised?
It's
No.
like a Hoover, it just sucks it all right up.
Yeah, let's see if I can ruin these ancient pictographs.
You'll make your patron happy for her change.
I
'cause
will.
He's mad at you, remember?
According to that crazy one.
Yeah, I don't believe it. If he was really mad, you wouldn't have your spells.
He wants you to put your hands in the cookie jar.
Oh,
Okay. Make a Yogg Sothory check for me,
All right.
Riley.
16.
16. Okay. You place the tablet on the wall, and the pictures come to life. And they start animating and moving. And you watch as this battle painted on the walls in still life becomes active. You can see
Wow.
What's up, guys?
Oh my god. Wait, actually, GM, wow, that was disruptive. Can we all have made our way in there? Because I mean, I don't want to leave anybody. It wasn't that far, right?
No, it is not that far. You do actually have to take the time to step in there.
Right.
But
I mean,
I
this is his
imagine-
show, but I want to see the dancing pictures.
The little dancing pictures of a
Yeah,
short
I
little
want
man.
to see it magically dancing pictures. I think that's just freaking cool.
Magically dancing pictures of a short little dictator.
That it's honestly not far off if you read your Lovecraft. The pictographs, as I said, animate, they become alive, and you see these tribal images of what must be like the prehistoric people of Farzine. And you see these tall, lanky individuals insinuate their way into these tribal colonies. You watch them grow farms and cattle, and you watch right after these tall, lanky figures actually integrate themselves in. The cattle begin to sprout tentacles and mouths. The people begin to fall ill. The crops themselves begin to lie fallow. And one after another, these tribes fall. Some begin to realize what's going on, and these lanky figures that invade the tribes are eventually turned on and slaughtered. And then a third group emerges from the coastal, from painted oceans, the scene, these deep ones, these tainted people from the water rise out, and they begin to attack the tribal people. They also begin to attack the Shosho, an ancient people split off from humanity a long time ago, and have lost touch with it in search of secrets and technologies far beyond what can be found on this plane of existence. Knowledge your patron has, you believe that you might get one day. But we see as the deep ones destroy groups of these Shosho, they fight and they try to attack these tribals, but eventually the image, the creation of the town of Farzine becomes painted on the walls. And you watch as the deep ones slam like waves into Farzine, but proceed to break as if it were a rock on the shore. And you watch as the deep ones go after the Shosho, and they're just one by one consumed. And as all of this is animating, it's all flowing into your tablet, and as it kind of moves and animates, it falls into the tablet and gets absorbed as it kind of goes through this history. And eventually, the deep ones start to get sucked into the tablet. Farzine falls into the tablet. The last few deep ones are murdering the last few of the Shosho. And then the dead Shosho falls into the tablet. The deep ones fall into the tablet. An alone figure, tall, lanky Shosho, crawls its way into a crack and disappears and does not get absorbed into the tablet.
What? Huh.
Yeah, so can I roll like insight or something to see if I get an idea of what that meant?
Yog Sotri check?
Where are you at right now?
I'm in the room watching all this.
I'm not where, literally. Where do you think? What do you think is going on right now?
Well, I mean, what I just saw was the history of Farzine, the island and the creation of Farzine. But then I saw that one, for some reason, not get sucked up by the tablet. I mean, Carol has literally no idea why. And I don't know if Andrea would have any idea through her knowledge of or dreams or whatever, if this strikes any accord of why something would get away from that tablet. Like, I mean, it's a tablet of basically is it a great old one?
Yes.
Is it Vasatha, great old? Okay, so it's something that got away from his reach for some reason, because that tablet is of him. So I guess that's my mind, where my mind is. It's like, is that something that, why would it be able to resist why would this thing be able to resist that tablet? I guess is some resistance to the old one itself or something.
Sure. Where are you at, Riley?
Oh man, to be honest, I'm trying to rack my brains to remember where Riley heard about the show before, because I obviously understand the
Does
deep
he
ones.
even remember what he heard about the show?
Yeah.
It's somewhere probably in my notes, because I remember hearing about it too, and I think I was there.
The show you heard about in rumors around Farzine talking to people. The show were known to be on the island and have thought to have been long dead, wiped out by the Deep Ones and by the Farzanites.
But one survived.
That appears to be the case.
All right. Cool.
Is that all that means then? Is that one survived? I just find it strange it survived that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it went underground, possibly.
Do I smell anything funny in the tunnel?
Soot, ashes.
Do we have any idea why
Nothing.
all this soot?
With the investigation check, Riley noticed that there has been a fire in here. It has been within the past year, and the fire does not actually originate from this cave, but up in the wall, there is some sort of loft area.
Let's check it out with my detect magic going.
Give me an athletics, climb up there.
All right. Or acrobatics?
Athletics, you are
Ath-
climbing, not falling with style.
All righty.
I'm a dick, DM.
Nat 20. So 21.
Your fingertips, your claws dig into the walls very easily, far easier than they would have been earlier. But you managed to crawl up there, and this loft goes deeper in. As you go in, you actually find yourself in a fairly refined shaped cavern. Someone took the time to dig out, to make shelves out of the stone, to make sitting places, tables out of the stone. Is Riley up there all by himself?
I won't let him go too far.
I'm not going yet.
Okay. On the tables, there appear to be vials. There is a head of a ghoul locked in a mechanic. Oh my goodness. Just kind of locks splayed out. The eyes are pried open. Its mouth is hinged with these needles that dig into it.
What the
And there
fuck?
appears to be a large screw or drill placed near the top of its head. The rest of the body is nowhere in sight. The head itself is fairly dry and desiccated. In the center of a room, in a pit dug out in the stone, looks to be where the fire was. If you choose to examine or at least kind of go in to see some of this more, you can actually see burnt parchment paper, notes. If you examine the vials, most are dried out. In one, however, is this purple powder.
Anthrax.
Nah, that's white.
Maybe. Hey.
Hey, this is
Lovecraft
fantasy.
anthrax.
Yeah.
Mr. Knight will meow, saying, "What do you see up there?"
It looks like there is a ghoul that is cut apart and being experimented on or something.
The head, just the head. We don't see the rest of the, wait, did we see the rest of the body?
It was separated.
Do
There's
we
no
see
other body.
There's no body, right?
There's
It's just
no
the
body.
head.
Oh,
Yeah.
just that.
Just the
Okay.
head.
Mr. Knight will cast guidance. Oh, and
I
something I
think you
almost
gotta come
forgot.
to us. Yeah.
I can do it from range.
Oh, nice.
But here's the interesting bit with that. So how I picture it working because of the description. Riley, you hear a whisper in your ear. It's not Mr. Knight.
What? There's a skeleton whispering in his ear or something?
No, it's a voice he's never heard.
Oh, okay.
Just giving him a pep talk. And I cast guidance on you.
One of them
That's
undead
creepy.
spirit thingies.
I'm cool with that, I guess. In a weird, creepy way. I guess I already hear voices.
Just like kind of whispers next to you. He's like, "You're not alone. Don't be afraid.
All right, that's freaking me out a little bit. Um,
Now you want to hurry up and get done and get the fuck out of this room, right?
yeah, maybe. I feel like this is where the show lived. I mean, someone had to paint that mural.
It's not your normal mural, though. It was dancing.
Oh, that was my
It was
tablet.
moving. Real, the tablet made it. I mean, a whole history presented itself. That was just the tablet.
I have no idea, but Riley thinks it's a tablet.
I mean, I think it's beyond the tablet, but do you have a way to detect magic? And maybe there's some residual stuff off on the wall.
Yeah, I'm doing detect magic right now.
Just
Was there any magic on the wall?
something to notice on the YouTube feed. There's a big unmute over Riley's face, and it's over your square.
That's fine.
Don't
Yeah,
know
let's
what's
just
going on
mute
with
him
that.
anyway.
I don't see it actually.
You cast detect magic. Nothing glows actually.
Oh, interesting.
Is the vial labeled?
So the purple powder in the vial doesn't even glow either.
It does not.
I was gonna just take it, put it in my pouch, and we'll bring it to somebody with alchemical knowledge.
I don't know. I
Well-
feel like maybe this person was extracting something from the ghoul's head.
Yeah, but can you figure out what it is?
I mean, the ghoul's head's there and the vial's here. I can compare
No.
them.
Yeah, but that doesn't tell us what it is. It tells us how it was come by. Do you have the knowledge to tell us what it is and what it would do?
Possibly.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. Arcana check?
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
All right.
There's also
Only
Oh, no.
15.
Only
Wait, guidance.
Yep.
So
You do have
1d4?
guidance,
it's
yeah.
not going to help you.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, this may be something
I'll
that
be honest. Let's
require-
save you the rolling time.
all right.
It appears to be some powdery substance. It is possible. You could. Oh my goodness, what is the word? Rehydrate whatever was in this vial. It would be large enough for. I mean, if you figure out what it is, you may have to like quaff the entire thing to get whatever benefits or detriments of the potion, or it may be small sips like that. I'll take Yogg-Saw 3 checks as well.
I'll
right.
make one. I've got it there.
Nat 1.
Wow, I rolled a 6 plus.
I guess Mr. Knight will finally go up there and
What is my Yogg-Saw
check
3?
out.
Oh, that's
the skeleton
yeah,
will just kind of lift Mr. Knight up,
it's
so he
an
doesn't
11.
have to put too much effort into it.
Okay.
Meh.
And then I guess Mr. Knight will go sniff it.
Don't sniff it too
it,
hard.
Really?
Don't sniff it too hard. or
Not
you'll inhale.
inhale, but take a whiff.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, really?
8.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Hope it's nothing.
All right. I don't think there's anything wrong with Mr. Knight, is there? No? You feel great. Like you have been basking in the sun
Wow.
for like an extra hour or so.
Oh my
So,
god. It's
may I
catnip.
attempt an Arcana check to identify it?
It's
You may-
catnip.
Attempt.
It's catnip.
And with guidance, 22.
22. Dried ghoulbray. No. Mm, Okay. You can't necessarily say what it is. I mean, you suddenly feel better for having inhaled it. So you may infer that it gives healing properties of some sort or another. You definitely can rehydrate this, and you would say proper dosage could, you might get about 5 doses out of this vial.
Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna grab.
You know what?
Four-
I will actually tell you.
I'm gonna grab 4 more vials, by the way. If we know that.
Mr. Knight will like, I believe this could be useful. Maybe a soothing remedy or some type of healing.
It is most certainly a way to cure poison. It would remove the blinded, deafened conditions. And if you were to have something affect your ability scores, strength, dexterity, or constitution, it would most likely return that to its natural state.
Seems
So
like
this
it's a
acts very much like
restoration.
a restoration, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel like it could cure mental illness?
Do we?
I'm asking.
We both had that same thought right at the same moment. Wait,
Oh my goodness.
conditions?
Do you think it could cure mental? No.
Yes. I'm fishing for if it's lesser or greater restoration.
It's probably
Mhm.
lesser.
I'll say you had a 16 with the cave paintings about the show. And all of you witnessed this. It appeared that the show went into these tribes of people and poisoned them. And Riley, you would know that this is assassinations, poisonings, diplomatic plots. This is the way that the show work. And they look humanoid enough that unless you know exactly how to identify a show, they could easily blend in to normal everyday people.
And how do you identify a show?
How do you identify? How dare you ask me that question? It has been a while, and there's 2 different humanoid subspecies. So give me half a second. The show tend to be slightly taller and leaner. Their eyes are a little bit wider. I'm talking about Lovecraft here. Be racist in your depiction of
Oh, I
the
know,
Orient.
right?
Oh, yes.
We do not, by the way, here at Murder Hobo Inc., condone any racist tones or beliefs. Just stating a fact.
Yeah,
about Lovecraft, not about Oriental people.
Right. So wait, so you're saying show look Asian, is what you're saying.
They would look Asian, taller,
But
leaner,
taller
more
and
hale.
leaner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not totally. Yeah, not totally.
Mm-hmm.
It's said, and yes, in strict terms of just the identification.
Mm-hmm. I see. No, honestly, they spent time learning secrets from other planes And while it didn't so much as affect their bodies, it more affected their minds. Severe, traumatic, and I also have to stand up because I realize I'm way too low on this camera here.
Yeah, you keep
Uh-huh.
you like keep going. Well, for
Yeah.
a while there, yeah, for a while there you
I'm
were okay.
tired. Okay.
You can't lower
Suck
the
it up.
camera,
Mm-hmm. They're cannibals.
and you're immediately.
I did it again, didn't I? Dang it.
Yep, you're
Shut
still.
up, Carol. Shut up. Okay. Yeah. You could tell maybe by how they act, they're very exploitive as a race or as a people.
Right.
Paranoid, very private. And I mean, as you're kind of going through these thoughts, it's like, maybe there is one among the refugees.
Do we know who?
No.
What would make us think there's one among the refugees? As a if we don't know who
Just
it
the
is,
idea that it's like, well, this could really be.
like there's just one
They
hiding.
would really appear as humanoid. It would really be hard to tell. Oh
we
my
can
goodness.
we can round up everyone that kind of looks like that and put them in their own camp. And
I like it. Let's do it.
Put up that friggin' killer in the French maid
What were we saying
costume.
earlier
Jesus.
about racism?
Whoa, hey. It's for the good of everybody.
Oh,
dear
jeez.
God. Do not say that.
We all know our history, folks. That's why we're making
Oh my goodness.
terrible fun at it.
Yeah, here we go.
We would never. It's horrible.
Let's see. Can I get that picture there?
Oh my God.
That is
Well,
blood dripping down sharpened fangs.
Mm-hmm.
oh, they have sharpened fangs too.
Oh yeah, sharp teeth. I mean,
Actually,
you know,
I have
as
a
long as they
question.
don't show their teeth, you wouldn't notice.
I have a question. Has Mr. Knight ever
Very
seen
deep
one
set eyes.
in the Dreamlands?
Ooh. Roll me a D100.
Well, it looks like they have deep set eyes.
Uh-oh. What did I do? Crap. One moment.
Oh my goodness. To continue on with Riley until you get your roll there. They're poisoners, though. One might think it's a good idea to have anti-venom or something that could cure
82.
poison. 82?
Oh, like these vials. We got 5 of them.
Yep.
Nice.
That's what I said. I made sure I'm grabbing them, and then we can reconstitute them.
Yep.
And they're also skilled with body modifications.
So they can look maybe even more human, right? Also
potentially.
Or like little horns or
zombie
something,
music.
or I don't know.
Or are we talking about like the experiment on the ghoul here? Were they treating it like the big huge doll head that you used to do makeup and things on? Is that what this basically is? I just probably dated myself, but
Mr. Knight, do I still have a death in the counter? You've died a few times, yes?
Oh, well, of course. I've had some deaths before.
Yeah.
How many lives do you have left?
I have a decent amount. I'm fine.
Is it more than 2?
We'll say that one of your deaths probably occurred at the hand of a show. You were chilling out in Ulthar, trying to get your milk, your catnip, and this impudent human did not clearly know his place. The last things you might remember were bloody fangs.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's especially right, because afterwards we would have hunted him down.
And there was no one to hunt down. All right.
Can they just disappear like that?
Apparently,
Oh wait, and if it's in the dreamlands, yes, they can. They wake up.
maybe.
No, show are different. There are people actually in the Dreamlands.
I wonder. I haven't been back there in a bit.
The other vials appear to be empty. There is a brass case and a wooden box, very small. If you open the brass case, yes, no, or
You know what?
wait for a trap.
Yeah,
know.
I mean, Merrick, no.
Nah, we
Merrick,
got this vial of restoration. I'm opening it.
no, let's not use it now. Let's let our fourth do something, even if he isn't here.
America.
Merrick can check it out.
Oh, I guess he is a rogue.
Yes, exactly.
All right, our
It's like
rogue
what
is
he
gonna look
does.
for traps first.
We could have the
Okay.
skeleton open it. I mean, I better
I'll go
have
ahead and
him.
roll for him. Don't worry about it, guys.
Yep.
Shit, natural 20.
Did you really?
On these nice big D&D dice, there's the natural.
It's
D&D
green.
symbol.
It's a green die, isn't
It's
it?
blue, actually.
Oh, because your
Um,
screen was cutting out in your screen. Huh.
Takes a look at it, notices that there's
Screen.
some sort of powder around the edges of the brass case. And he takes out his water bottle, water skin,
Yeah.
and just soaks the brass case. And you watch as this white paste runs down. And as you open it up, instead of being contaminated with some sort of vicious, horrible poison. Did you guys get all that? I realized the mic was not near my face.
Anthrax.
No, yeah, I heard. So wait,
Okay.
what was it? It was a chest or a
It was
cask?
Brass case
Brass
case.
case. Oh, brass case. That's right.
with anthrax.
with anthrax. Inside are 2 vials with liquid in them. And I've got me flipping through every blasted flipping page in this flipping book. And one of these days, I'm just going to get the actual bloody. Blah, 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 blah. This is a purple liquid.
2 more.
More mixed
Different?
with blue. A blue purple. Indigo. Let's call them indigo.
Indigo. That's
Purple
perfect.
dust, indigo liquid. If you look at the shiny son of a bitch, these are weighted die.
Another 20?
He opens up the tiny wooden coffer. Inside of that, floating in a large vial, looks to be like a pickled eyeball.
Should I ingest it?
No. We should
I
find
mean-
out what it is first. Maybe you replace your eyeball with it.
Oh dear, not that again.
Yes.
I've already
yes,
done that
yes.
surgery in another character.
Yes, you totally understood where I was going with that. And that did not go well.
Oh no, it went successfully. Just, sucked afterwards for the player.
Hmm?
Okay.
Can you possibly ascertain? Oh, it stepped away.
Yes.
Can you have a sense of the arcane, right, Mr. Knight? Since
Mr. Knight will go over there casting guidance on himself. His
we've
ears
got a
twitch a little
couple
bit.
things to check out here.
So we have the eyeball. What else do we have?
The indigo potions.
The indigo potions.
Mhm.
All right, Mr. Knight will go take a peek at the eyeball first.
Sure.
Ugh, this is a horrible roll.
I guess it's a.
Right off the bat, you see that it is
12.
a fisheye.
Uh-huh.
You would know. I mean, you can use certain drugs, herbs, magical incantations. The eyeball might indeed grant some benefit or detriment. It is to be eaten, not
It is to me.
necessarily swallow the whole thing, but you could just chew on the eyeball.
Oh, eyeballs are delicious.
Fish eyes.
Does
Yes.
it have? If two people ate it, could it help two people?
One eyeball.
One eyeball.
It's not a set,
Mhm.
Carol.
I didn't get to eat the cookie. I want to eat the eyeball.
Do you want to try to make a check to see what it is first? Because you
No.
did say, all right.
Riley is curious. Riley
Right,
and
but
just
right,
the eyeball.
what if it only has? All right, fine. What if it only has a
Mr. Knight
thing
just
that's
sits back and
good
watches
for
him.
later?
We'll find out.
Well, then we won't have it for later.
Like taking a bite into a fish pill. You just suddenly, your mouth is coated in this fishy oil. I mean, there's a bit of a pickly taste to it as well, so it's not completely horrendous.
Yes, it is.
It is, yes. Chew, swallow. I don't know. Maybe you find this more appetizing, Riley.
Probably.
And don't feel weird. And suddenly you're staring directly at your tablet.
What do we see?
You see Riley. Oh no, you're not looking at your tablet. You might be just chewing thoughtfully at this eye. And as you hold your tablet, you find yourself looking at it. And you feel pain in your hand. And you look. And you have a fisheye
Growing out of my hand.
growing out of your hand.
That's awesome. I hope it's permanent.
It blinks at you as you are now just getting another field of vision.
Okay. I'm cool with this.
Mm-hmm. You have an advantage on perception checks. For 1 minute.
Okay. For 1 minute.
For 1
minute.
minute.
All right. Well, I'm going to search this room, specifically those documents that were burned in the fire, to see if I could get any useful scraps left.
Give me a perception
right
check
back.
with advantage.
Yeah.
Minutes.
So let's see. That was a 17.
17. No, everything looks burned pretty bad.
Darn.
There are bits and pieces of formulae, but not enough to
Shit.
build from.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You might have one that talks about, just, oh, you know what? 17 isn't bad.
No,
Give me
that's a
D100 roll.
All right. 84.
84. Oh. You find the top of a burnt page that talks about how to make these pickled fish eyes.
Oh,
And there's
Really?
nothing else. It's just the title.
darn it.
You gotta roll low, man. Okay. You definitely know you need cumin, some red wine vinegar. That's it. Maybe a fisheye might help.
Might
Nah,
have to
can't
be a
say.
specific fish too.
Maybe. Who
So
knows?
that got burned off. Damn it.
Mm.
That's just the DM being a dick.
Let me give you hope and take it away. If you look around the room, there appear to be some more things stashed under these beds, foodstuffs, dried, desiccated maggots and grubs. And what looks to be some old rotted jerky.
Does it look like brain jerky?
If you are you assuming the ghoul brain?
What's that? Sorry.
Are you assuming the ghoul brain?
No, no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. I'm
Oh, never
thinking
mind
like, I know, I was thinking like, how ghouls get memory. They when they eat someone's brain, they get their memories. So it could be any kind of brain.
Give me a nature survival or medicine check.
Well, it's a 19 on the die, so pick one. Let's see. Medicine, nature's for what was the other one?
Nature, survival, or medicine.
Let's go survival then with the 5, so it's 24.
That is not beef, not pork. It's the other white meat.
Is it brain?
It is not brain.
Oh, what's the
It's
other
human.
It's people.
It's ass.
It's ass. Oh, it's people. It's close enough to brain. It's still horrifyingly disgusting. He's eating people. Jerky people.
That is all you find.
Riley, why do you have a poop emoji on your screen?
Because Zoom had this cool update, and now I have all these extra reactions that I just found out about.
Oh, I see.
That's
Sorry,
why I
that's
said
very
ass,
distracting.
because you put peach on there, and I was like, yes, it's ass. And as soon as I figure it out, I will be so happy, but not right now. Okay. Yeah, you spend a bit of time in this cavern. That is all you find. You find 5 doses of this anti-venom, we'll call it, 2 indigo potions.
Oh, were you investigating them too? Peoples who can investigate them? Mr. Knight?
I
No.
mean, I can try to Arcana, right?
Arcana or Yogg-Sothothery.
Oh,
Y'all do
actually,
Arcana.
I can help then with that. Actually,
Yeah.
why don't I give you advantage?
Okay,
That's what I'm
I
gonna
need
do.
advantage.
I'll give you advantage.
Okay, 22. Woo!
22 Arcana or Yogg-Sothothery.
Arcana.
Arcana. Yeah, there's not really much I can tell you about these. They appear to be potions. If you try and take a whiff or a sip, if you take a whiff, it's an incredibly bitter, stingy in the nose, vile. If you try to taste it, it's that same. It honestly, it cuts through the fish eye odor of the mouth. Your breath smells great after just taking a little taste of whatever this is, if you chose to do that.
Listerine.
Liquid Listerine.
Oh god, it's a potion of Listerine.
Potion of fresh breath.
And yeah, as it kind of cleans out your mouth there, your fish eye falls out onto the ground. It only lasts a
Yeah.
minute.
Is it reusable?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna put the fisheye back in the original gunk that I got out of.
Your head's disappeared again.
Oh, that's an interesting thought. And now we all know what it does, so
They're a pair, and I'm gonna put them back in the little container.
repair?
Yeah, they were both came out of the same brass container, didn't they?
No, that's right. No, you weren't. The fisheye was in a wooden box.
Ah,
But we can keep them all in the same container. I don't, unless they're
Okay.
still gunk. I guess, yeah, we could keep
Do
them.
you still have the hole where the eye was from?
Or does it just fill in?
It just kind of spews out mucus.
Oh God!
That's
It's
actually
slowly closing up, though,
quite
but
interesting.
it might take some time.
Ew. I don't think I'll note that down. No, no thanks.
No, no. Anyone want to give me a oh,
A what?
Jan, what's the role that I have you guys do? Because it's
Perception?
Cthulhu.
Initiative.
Exothery?
I like that initiative.
Well, I mean,
Initiative, right
Exo-
now.
Yeah, exothery is the obvious choice.
I don't want to say the one I'm thinking of.
What,
No.
Dread?
That's
Ah,
it.
shut up.
Yeah. Let's
What?
give a dread roll for that eyeball.
No.
All right. What's that wisdom save?
It's
Let's
not
do it.
even one of my triggers.
Oh, 20.
It is now.
You're fine.
I'm
not.
always fine. I never.
Wait, are we all making
I'm
this roll?
always fine.
Yeah, I'm always fine. This
Wait.
compared to these other mutations, this
It's
is
just
nothing.
him, Carol.
Just him?
Don't be looking for it.
Oh no, I thought he said you all. Never
Hey,
mind.
Hanja, high five.
no.
Ah, there we go.
I don't.
She falls for it. Okay.
No. Then it's a dread save from seeing the eye and getting the eye pus on her, and all that stuff.
Apparently, I don't need to make one for get. I said apparently I don't need to make a save for that. There's no blood involved, so it's not that horrific to me.
So mucus is fine, blood is bad.
Yep. Yeah, if it started gushing like mass quantities of blood, it'd be bad.
Yeah, so you had your chance, Kyle.
Shush.
Dang
Could have
it.
said blood.
I think John just been through enough. I think it's time to pick on somebody
You have
else.
decided to put yourself through that.
Not necessarily. Not really. I just had a bunch of bad fucking
You
rolls.
could have increased your wisdom or taken resilience.
Oh, my feat has been delayed. Oh, I have a plan. I know what I'm taking from my next feat, and it
Has
is
a
going to help with
plan.
that. Yep.
The room being thoroughly searched. It's
Oh.
clearly been abandoned,
There's one more thing, actually.
but it hasn't been. It's been less than a year that it's been abandoned.
What?
So the rumors that the show are dead may not actually be true. Mr. Knight.
The papers. The burnt papers
Mm-hmm.
in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I will take a quick peek to see if any appeared like they might be salvageable after a fashion.
I already gave Riley that opportunity. So I'm not going to give it to you on this one here. He just had a bad roll of the D100s.
Okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. Possible rumors that the show are dead and extinct on this island are potentially false. Other than that, this is a dead end. You climb down, Mr. Knight hopping onto the pillow of one of his giant skeletons, who I say is giant, but it's only a descriptive.
No,
not
it's a
actually
giant skeleton. I have the
applicable
stats for
to a
that.
stat block. And you continue on your way through the caverns.
We'll just say it's an ogre skeleton size.
As you continue walking forward, your amazing sense of smell, acrid smell of beetles, raw fruit, rotting flesh. And as the rest of you get closer and you can begin to smell these things, as the rest of you begin to smell these things, you also begin hearing a chittering, and buzzing sounds.
Buzzing, like what sort of buzzing?
Zzz.
Like bees or flies or
Yeah, insectoid in nature, you would say.
what direction?
Ahead.
So we're going down that other path now?
Hmm.
Okay. I don't know what I can do about buzzing.
When I first started smelling it, I will actually command the skeleton that's in front of us to come back,
Okay.
so it doesn't go too far ahead of us.
All right. Anja, Merrick, after a period of time, the rocky ground beneath your feet turns into sand.
Interesting.
And as it gets deeper, thicker, over top this rock face, you find yourself entering a large cavern. There is a raised on the sides, maybe 60 feet across or so diameter. There's a pool of water. The sand is littered with bones,
You're all lovely.
rotting flesh, dark stains,
Color?
color,
What color of the stains? Are they blood
reddish
stains?
brown. They look like they could be blood stains.
It's not blood, it's sand. That's all.
Sand, yeah.
We'll discuss that.
Rotting fruit, as I said. And in the center, where a majority of this is kind of this pit funneling down into the center.
We found the Sarlacc.
Boba Fett's armor sits in the corner.
I draw my weapons.
Okay. There is some light coming in through the roof. It's not direct sunlight. Very faint, but it's enough there to give you that light you need to see the discoloration of the sand.
Does it look like flickering firelight or anything?
No.
How convenient.
How convenient what?
Do I hear anything? Can you think is the pit really deep or something from what I can tell from here?
You can see the bottom of the pit.
Okay, so it's not like hiding a monster. Well, it may be hiding a monster, but
Give me a perception check.
under that.
All of us?
Any who have decided to come up and crowd Anja and Merrick at the front.
Oh yeah, I'll totally crowd them.
Nope.
It's a way to die. It has to be a way to die.
Let's roll another really good roll.
I rolled another natural 20.
Wow.
This is 3 for Merrick. Merrick,
Apparently Merrick's
you,
just better
Merrick.
when
he
he's
is awake,
not
man.
here.
He is alive.
17.
17. You can see movement
Oh shit.
to large. That is not a description. That is a stat block description. So I guess it is a description. And you see familiar sights of fly grubs, and particularly the flies that were in the giant bone chamber just before you spoke with.
Yeah, insects and buzzing, and I was thinking, well, fuck. So is the movement the flies, or is the movement, or the moths, or is the movement like a big thing?
The movement is mostly the bugs.
Let's.
But with your perception, you caught some shifting sand.
If we want to fight this, we stay, but we should probably move along. We'll probably fight this anyways.
What would you like to do?
Fucking hot. It's a good question.
That is a great question.
It's a really good question. Lava.
Oof.
I think lava would turn sand into glass, just so our viewers know what the hell we're talking about. Because that's such a good idea.
Well, if you lightning strikes sand on the beach,
3,090
Lighting.
degrees Fahrenheit.
You really looked it up. Should we just go?
you would have to roll a lot of sixes on a lightning bolt or a fireball. Let's say that.
17,000 Celsius.
It's more than
I'm sorry,
8
17.
sixes, by the
No,
way.
No, I'll just
1700.
use control flames to heat up one spot.
1,700 Celsius. I
We
apologize.
we could just leave and see what happens.
All right, what do you
Leave.
do?
Save our resources for what's to come.
You would also need calcium carbonate and sodium carbonate.
I'm gonna start moving towards the exit.
Just walking across?
I'll
edge?
do it. Can I move away from the edge? Or is there just not much room?
There's not a lot of room. There's maybe about 5 feet.
I mean, I feel
There
like
is an actual ledge that is differentiated from the sand pit itself.
so we can get up on it.
You are already on it.
Okay, then
It's also covered in sand.
I'm doing all this. The player fully expects the words roll initiative to come from Kyle's lips at any minute, any second now.
Mr. Knight
I'm gonna keep
would
moving.
like to
don't wanna
first
fuck with-
inspect the ground and see if he can determine the most solid looking sections of area to make a path through.
Go ahead.
$12 because I rolled a 4.
Can't you just send the skeletons in first?
You
I'll
see
lose them if I can help it.
There's more bones in here.
more that there is a tunnel located about halfway up the wall on the right-hand side. And the fastest way to get there and out of this room appears to be taking the right-hand approach across. It's short enough that Riley, Anja,
Okay.
the skeletons are going to be able to reach it and throw you in there. Merrick might have a little bit more difficulty, if things, I don't know, got dangerous. Some divine being might say, roll me a save or check for a small little person. But that's only in dire consequences.
I'll let him go first and help him up.
Okay.
If anything, I'll be last out of the room. But if I know that, I'll start. If you guys are coming,
Sure.
I'll start heading towards that exit.
Ooh, did you guys know that Merrick doesn't have a good stealth roll?
I'll make a stealth roll.
No proficiency whatsoever.
I rolled decently though, for my stealthy stealth.
Mm-hmm.
I assume Mr. Cat, the cat's probably pretty stealthy.
Mhm.
That's a 19 for me on stealth.
But I'm not really doing anything myself, so the skeletons roll a 13 for stealth.
That's not awful.
That's not awful. Riley?
So why are we trying to hide in the first place?
We're
To
not. We're
avoid
leaving.
drawing attention.
Oh, while we climb. up to this.
While we
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah,
Walk
yeah.
around the
We're
edge.
not
and then
hiding.
climb
We're
up.
just being
Yeah.
quiet. We're just being quiet more than I think we're trying to
All
hide.
right. Well, I'll try to be quiet.
Yeah, that's all.
14.
Okay. Merrick, Anja, skeleton army with.
Yeah, I rolled a
Mr.
13
Knight?
for them.
Oh no, all at once.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Four
had
of
to
them.
all give them the command at once.
And Riley, you rolled already. Hey, man, it would have been nice if that cat rolled a better perception. All of you start going across this tunnel. All make it. Riley, you take a misstep.
Shit.
Your hit fits sand, and you fall into the pit.
What?
Oh no.
Oh,
Immediately,
fuck.
flies
Oh no.
begin buzzing all around you. You find your hand, which was mucus covered, squishing into a grub, just becoming even more covered in filth and goo.
Oh, gross.
Probably the worst thing out of all of that, though,
Fuck.
is the size of large horses. These gigantic insectoids covered in purple, black fur rise up out of the sand and charge at you.
Oh shit.
Thank
Roll
God you
initiative.
got good.
Now it's initiative.
There it is.
There
I'm
you
glad
go.
you have good initiative. I'm sorry. I'm glad you have good armor class, Riley. That was not great.
Riley's fine.
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
I'm gonna
He's just
hope
gonna
that he can
teleport away.
friggin' I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I have a bonus
That's
action
true.
and Misty Step prepped.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna come back for you because I know you can do this.
Yeah,
I have
only
faith.
twice.
If you friggin' now, you. That's why I was trying to avoid was
2
burning
more than
resources.
us.
It is.
You guys can just go to the Dreamlands or something. I don't know.
I can't.
Oh, well.
All right,
It's
I have
not
to fall
quite that
asleep.
easy for me.
He might be able to, but yeah, I can't. I'd have to fall asleep. So
I can escape to the Dreamlands, but I have to come back roughly in the same spot nearby.
Okay. Mr. Knight, what'd you roll?
18.
18. And Anja.
11.
Okay. Riley, these two bugs charge at you and then proceed to stamp their feet, stopping just at you. They seem to be waiting for something.
Uh-oh.
And give me a nature check
All right.
with advantage.
With advantage. Thank you.
Hmm? Oh, yeah, gosh, especially
Playing
now.
some Starship Troopers
19.
Okay. You have absorbed knowledge about some of the animals and the insectoids.
I read the bestiary of the island.
These are tunneler beetles.
Mm.
They are thick, armored beetles, used mostly for riding. You can train these creatures. And with a 19, it looks like someone may have started the process with these two.
Oh my God.
They're waiting for something.
I should probably move.
You could get on one and ride it.
I could try that, I guess. That would be acrobatics, right?
That'd be funny as hell, actually.
No, I'm not going to try that. I'm going to try and get out of here. Riley's too much of a coward.
That's fair. Hey, just for funsies, can I make that check?
Yeah, sure.
You want to hop on one's back while I try to, get out of there?
No, I have no clue. That was a friggin' one. Dice.
I'm going to
It's
try
more
an
that
acrobatics to move out of there.
It's more that the fun fact. I just wanted the fun fact. That's all.
I didn't do well with acrobatics, so I might have to Misty Step.
Oh, a 7.
Yeah, 7.
Gosh. You are able to move about half your speed up and out of there, and these beetles just kind of prance up to you, following you. One of them is taking a sniff out of your hand.
Oh, nice. I've got the scent. I'm gonna hop on one's back then.
Yeah, you want to try?
Sure, why not?
Give me an animal handling.
Oh, animal handling. Okay.
Mhm.
I accidentally rolled acrobatics. Let's see. Animal handling.
Well, that would have gotten you out of the pit.
All right. Well, nat 20 for 22 on animal handling. I've got a mount.
Son of a bitch.
Tunneling beetle.
Yeah, it just rump engulfs your hand.
That's okay. I didn't
And
need
then
that hand.
proceeds to just, you pull your hand out and it's just kind of clean of that mucus. I mean, there's saliva on
Aw.
it now. And the other one just kind of butts its head for a little bit there and starts taking a sniff around you. They are hungry. They want food.
Um,
And if you give them something, you can get on one of these tunnelers' backs right now if you wanted to. The other one looks a little grumpy and wants food.
yeah. Let's see. What food do I have?
You have a skeleton. 4 of them.
Is that like
Oh
what they
yeah.
want?
You know what? I know that they eat rotting flesh and bones and things, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's skeletons all over the floor here.
Yeah. And rotting flesh. I'm gonna feed one. The one that likes me.
Uh,
I'm
the
standing
one
there.
that likes you, not the one that's actually still hungry.
Well, I'll feed that one too, I guess. Why
Yeah.
not?
I mean, I assume we see all this shenanigery. Are we still in initiative?
Yeah, you
or-
might be drawing weapons and getting ready to jump in there. And yeah, one of them just eats Riley's hand for a second, and then he just, what the hell? And
Well,
he
I would
literally starts feeding them. So you
Wait.
may be like ready for battle, but
I immediately. I mean, what kind of check would it be?
Animal
Insight?
handling.
Is it animal handling or insight? Because I'm trying to
I mean, you're trying to determine if
trying to-
I'm
not handling
combat.
them. Yeah, I'm trying to determine.
I'm
what
pretty
the
sure you're
fuck they're
not in
doing.
combat if you're feeding them.
yeah. It may be a little obvious. It's like DC 5.
Okay, fine. I roll a 5. There we go.
Mr. Knight like stood up for a second and then he realizes, so he just sits
Oh,
back
yeah.
down.
You've got a pet.
Yeah. I've got a mount. Mr. Knight had one, now I have one.
Well, and I'm gonna probably fail on this. I'll put my hand out. I'll go right to the edge of the pit
hmm
And
see
your
if
hand's
I can
gone.
put my hand out.
You need to have that goo on it.
You need to have some taste of goo.
Like, I don't know what they speak, so. But I'll like motion. I'll try to motion to the one that isn't like Riley's best bud. Like, come
Do
here,
they speak?
come here.
They do not. Let's see. Is that a good picture right there for you guys?
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, they're purple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said
I
purple,
want
blue,
one. I want
Chitinous.
one.
or chitin and fur growing off in random places. 6 legs. And yeah, you can put saddles on them and everything like that.
These
Can I
count
get
as
one to-
animals.
These are beasts, animals, yes.
Well,
Very well.
I
I will
will.
cast speak with animals.
Oh,
I
my
did. I
goodness.
did for funsies. I did roll a 16 on animal handling to see if I can get one come
You
up
move
and.
in its range, and the one that's not occupied with licking Riley's mucus hand right now
And I will cast
just
it
kind
as
of
a ritual.
stamps in
too.
your direction. One more time.
I will cast it as a ritual, so it'll take me 10 minutes.
So it'll take you 10 minutes. Yeah.
All right,
Let's
I'll
spend
go.
time
I'll.
here.
My
Ah.
tail twitches for 10 minutes.
All right, so I'll go. I'll go up to it. Then I'll go in the pit if I have to. Oh, there's all those creepy insects. But I'll go. Or will it come to me, or do I have to go to it?
With a 16, yeah, it kind of approaches you and again, charging like a bear, like truff, and then charge, and it kind of halts in front of you,
I pet
sniffing
it.
at your hands.
Oh yeah, I let it do
and
that.
wants something to eat.
Oh, I thought he fed it. What I saw what he was feeding it. I assume I can find something up here on the beach if I gotta go into the pit.
I'd say you probably managed to get over to where the tunnel is,
Okay.
and there was like some sort of food or something that you could have grabbed from up there
All right,
and
and
chuck in its direction.
well, it came up to me, so I hand feed it.
Okay.
Hopefully, it doesn't bite my hand off.
Sharp, pincery jaws kind of enclose over your hand, and yet quite delicately, it just kind of and
Good
peels this
boy.
rotting fruit.
I kind of pet it. I don't know if it's getting, if it's all chitinous, it may not even feel it, but
yeah,
I try to pet it.
Try petting it. Soft, gentle approach doesn't work, and then you just kind of find a spot in the crack there,
yeah,
and dig your hand in there, and it just melts right into you.
I want to keep them. I want to keep them.
10 minutes pass. There are 2 beasts.
I want to know if it has a name.
Mr. Knight will ask first.
More food.
What are your names?
Oh, my goodness. Names? We don't got any names.
I get to name it.
I'm gonna hit you for
What
that
are you
one.
talking about? They totally gave us names. No, I don't remember them giving us any names.
What the hell is that
Yeah,
from?
more food. We could use. Are you food? Of course he's
not
food.
food.
Take a look at him. He's little, and he's being carried in by the big things. Of course we're supposed to eat him. Oh yes, of course.
No.
Literally start coming up towards you.
And he'll like stand up and like, no.
Hmm.
Bad.
Also,
I am far better than any food.
You hear that? He's better than food. We should definitely eat him.
No, because I would make you.
It's been such a long time since we stopped talking food.
I don't know. I don't know about
insides
that,
would
but I'm
explode from my
still trying to
greatness.
pet him. I'm still trying to pet him, by the way, so he doesn't.
Give me an intimidation check
I'm on the back of one
or
still,
deception
right?
check.
Who? Oh,
If you
that's a
wanted to
22.
get on top of
That's
one,
a 22.
Yeah, I've been on top of one then.
I want to get on top of it of this one.
No, man, I swear, I've heard about these things before. Yeah, you eat them. That's what got 376,978. Oh, that was such a terrible death. Yeah, oh, belly just exploded. I thought that was worms, though.
Oh my
Worms,
god!
they're tasty and delicious. We have
Now
a
then.
song for you.
What are you doing here?
Oh, we're just here getting fed, getting food. Sometimes the corpse eaters comes and gives us treats. It's been a long time since the corpse eaters gave us treats, though. Oh, it's been such a long time.
How
we-
long?
Can we tell you're talking to it? By the way,
Just giant jaws.
We're facing each other.
well, I mean, are you doing the cat? Are you doing kind of the cat talk, or
Yeah, I'm probably. Well, I talk more like them now.
It's just like rocks tumbling down a wall as the mandibles crunch together every once in a while. Oh, it's been such a long time. Totally a long time. It's been at least 8 days, right? 8 days. It's been 72 days. I don't know about that. They don't have a clue. And I'm not going to keep talking to myself like that. Calm down.
Well,
do they have names? So if I know you're
yes.
talking
What were the names?
or do they not have names?
I'm Paul. This is John.
Oh no.
Let me write that
Mr.
down
Knight
so I
will
don't
inform
forget.
you of their names as Paul and John.
What?
Ooh, am I on John?
You're on Paul.
I'm on Paul. All right.
I'm
Hey,
on,
Paul.
mine is Sean. Oh my god.
I telepathically communicate with mine saying, "Hi, Paul. Nice to meet you. I'm Riley."
It's kind of a blank space
That's
as you
fine.
try and connect minds.
I just send the message.
It appears the Beetles are brainless, just stupid things.
Ah.
Do they know commands? If I can tell you're talking to them, I'm gonna ask.
How have you been trained?
Oh, the corpse eaters make us carry stuff, and sometimes we carry the corpse eaters. They give us food, and we take them places.
Are there more of you?
Oh, it's just me and John here. We did have 2 other members. There was a one before that, but he died.
Oh.
And then the other 2, but they're gone now. And a good thing too, that one made a racket.
Seems you now have 2 new individuals to take care of you and feed you.
Pet him. Meanwhile, I'm
Feed
scritching.
us.
I'm
So
scritching.
hungry. Oh my gosh.
I'm scritching. We'll try to find more food. You are awesome. Maybe I should call him the Purple People Eater.
One of them is indeed a female. So
Paul or
yes,
John?
good breed.
Which one?
Do you know
John.
this?
So
I
it's
will ask them, do you know
Pauline.
the area well?
Oh no, we just know this area right here. They brought us in when we were tiny little things. We used to be able to fit through the tunnel there. Can't fit through the tunnel anymore. No more, unless we dig. We could dig our way out. Then they'd stop feeding us. We dig our way out. I'm so hungry. These bugs are deliciously awful. Do you have a snack? Could we feed the snack? We like raccoons, rocket raccoons. Oh yes, so quick and fast. Nice little crunches in the mouth.
I look around.
I remember once they said they gave us a walrus. Cuckoo, cachoo. That walrus was delicious.
I look around the cavern
all
for
right.
any more corpses.
I will speak to the other 2. That one's Paul, that one's John. They're now your mounts. Do with them at the will. If they get too close to me, I'm going to kill them.
Wait, are they trying to eat you?
I am delicious looking, am I not?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you got a lot of fur there, so.
One of them just starts sidestepping with 6 legs over to his direction.
Leave
Gotta
him
give a little
alone.
hiss.
John, he doesn't smell like the explodey ones. He could be an explodey one, though. I'm just going to take a little nibble and see what happens. Don't do
No!
it, John!
Oh, John, it's not mine. I'm on Pauline. No, wait.
Skeletons
I'm on
will
Paul.
all knock arrows
No,
and
I'm on
at
Paul.
them.
That's right. You're on Pauline, and I'm
No,
on
Paul
John.
is the guy.
No, he said Paul was the girl.
John's the girl.
Oh, John's the girl. So, is there?
So you're on
Joanna.
John the girl.
You're on Joanna.
No,
Joanna.
John. The name is John. Can't
I
miss
feel
names
like
there.
I need
How
to.
dare you try and rename these creatures that already have names?
Yeah, she is
I mean,
proudly John.
Proudly John.
All right, Mr. Ikus. Very well. You have your mounts. Keep them fed. Keep them away from me. We should move on.
We should.
I have an entire village to feed them. Let's go to the surface.
I don't think we wish to fight all of the town and all the ghouls.
Not yet.
I will ask the mounts, Paul and John, if they have any like known commands.
Dig. We can dig. Dig and then just take us wherever you want to go.
Well,
The
no,
corpse
like
eater
what the
used to dig their
commands are,
claws
like
into the brains.
like is it dig in like this language, things like that. Basically, I want to tell them the command so they can command the beasts.
Right.
They don't know what their commands are. They know that the corpse eater dig their claws in between the armor to get them to do what they want though? Like, oh, go this direction, sharp stab in this side of the head.
Oh,
Go
that
this
seems
direction,
awful.
sharp stab in that side of the head.
That's awesome. That's what I have my cantrip mage hand for now, to
Mhm.
control my mount.
I'm just gonna use my hands, and I mean, I'm not gonna sharp stab. I'm gonna be nice about it.
And
I'm not gonna be the world's worst ranger.
John loves it. Well, it's too late for that. All right. You have soothed the beasts, Paul and John,
It's fucking ridiculous.
and yet still more tunnels await you as you continue on. Gosh. I think this is a Frank question. I'll happily go 20 minutes more if you guys want to go.
No,
Or we can end it right
I
here.
can't. I can't.
All right. All right.
Aw.
We are going to end that here tonight with the discovery of Paul and John. The questions are, where's Ringo the most?
That's right, there were
Is he gonna
four.
beetle?
What happened to George?
Oh, that's right, George. I'll be honest, I hate the Beatles so much. And stay tuned for next time when you find Yoko.
Oh god. That's it. No, Yoko must have killed off the other two.
That's what you think.
She
You'll
broke
find
them
out
up
soon
after
enough.
all.
Yoko's just the giant queen.
That was
We
the
just
loud
entered
one.
into the
That-
movie
that-
Alien.
That was the loud one that they were glad's gone.
Yeah, we just entered into the movie Aliens.
All right. So with that, again, tonight was CRED. Thank you for staying tuned, even though we started a little bit later than we normally do.
CRED.
We greatly appreciate it. Thanks to our lovely sponsors, Pirate Dog Dice and Adventure Sense.
Odd Fish Games.
Odd Fish Games with their Adventure Sense, their Kickstarter programs, the Shine
Oh.
Project.
Almost forgot.
Mhm.
Kyle, you are now required to purchase each of us a what was it? Volcanic jungle smell.
No,
scent
but
of
that is, the price of you
volcanic
being late.
jungles, and Riley wanted the library one.
Ancient library.
Ancient library. We'll take the
Oh
volcanic.
yeah, you want the welcoming
jungle.
in.
No.
All
I'll take
right,
the jungle.
Oddfish
Take the
Games,
jungle.
there's a price for your sponsorship now. If you want me to continue talking about you, please send these.
What a cheat.
Other than that, listen to Podbean to listen to our podcast and not take a look at us, and Threadless Store to get some very awesome, cool shirts, very much like my
Carol's.
goodness, one that Carol is currently wearing.
Yes.
That's
I mean,
something
I
in
said I could.
Oh, sorry, Threadbare,
Threadbare.
not Threadless. Threadbare.
Threadless is right. So I've got this awesome.
Carol,
My
gosh.
boobs were above the camera. Jesus. I actually no, I
I
didn't.
swear she
being
dyes her
told-
hair purple and then she's trying to flash everybody. Guys, tune in to Carol's mini paintings. They get wild these days.
I didn't even
It does
introduce
drink
myself.
them.
That's right. I never introduced myself tonight because I was the host.
Everybody, wave to the camera. Good night. We'll
Good
see you in a couple of
night.
weeks.